Welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to be changing out the spark plugs on this car, and I need to wash it. It's been a week since I was at the track, and there's like tire stuff and just a whole lot of nastiness. I didn't even put it under the car cover just because it's so dirty. But today is going to consist of pretty much removing this so I can get to the spark plugs. I think it's time for new wires. Go ahead and pull these out, and got my electric ratchet right here. So I was talking to my friend Isaac, and so my friend Isaac works at a shop, and the owner of that shop is my tuner. His name's Derek. But we were kind of talking, and Derek mentioned a specific spark plug because I'm running nitrous. But for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and run these NGKs 4644s. I forgot which spark plug Derek recommended, but I have it saved, and I need to order them, and I need to take off my intake manifold and send it out to Billy so he can port it out. So that's pretty much the biggest changes that I'm going to be doing on this car. And then before I tune, I did mention when I was at the track that the car needed a tune. So what happened, pretty much, for all the people that are asking if I really needed a tune or if I was just using an excuse, no, the car needs a tune. The last time I was at the track, my ECU took a crap on itself, and it just wiped out my tune for some reason. And then so I hit up Derek to see if he had my tune backed up, and for some reason he couldn't find my last tune. So he sent me my old tune, and that was just to get the car running. And I just wanted to see if it would even run how it should at the track, but obviously it didn't. So yeah, the car definitely needs a tune. But before I fork out the money to get the tune, I'd rather make some changes to the car because it's fairly stock. I'm still running stock injectors from a Type S, I believe, and the intake manifold is stock as well. One thing that I did change was I went from a 68mm throttle body to a 74mm throttle body. So I'm gonna have Billy port match the throttle body adapter, the intake manifold from the throttle body side, and then I'm gonna have Billy port out the runners on the intake manifold. I believe he said he can get like up to here, so that should make a difference. Porting out the plenum on the K-Series RBC intake manifolds, you have to cut and port it out and then weld it back, and I don't know if I'm trying to do all that. And Billy's also going to be porting out the intake manifold adapter. So I have a Cars and Coffee that I'm hosting tomorrow, Sunday, and I'm just gonna try to get the car there, hang out, and then I'm off Monday for Martin Luther King, and I'm gonna pull off the intake manifold, and I'm gonna go drop it off to Billy, and that way he can start getting the manifold ported. He said it should take him maybe 2 to 3 days, as long as I get it back before Friday, because Saturday I'm taking the car to the Toyo Tires calendar launch, and then on the 26th, on Sunday, I'm taking the car to the IBOC throwback meet. So last week was drag racing, this week is car shows, and that's really what I wanted to do with the car, really. Just go out, race it, take it to shows. It's not a show car. It's by far not a show car. The car is pretty clean, I'm not gonna lie, but it does need some paint work now. I forgot to mention in the other videos, I used to have a canopy here. It's gone now. The canopy, we had a really bad rain. Canopy collapsed on my car, and it scratched my bumper, and it scratched my hood all along there, and some on this side. That's not a huge issue. I'm actually really upset about that because it happened here at home, if the car gets damaged at the track, on the streets, driving it, whatever, okay? But it got damaged here at home where the car is supposed to be safe. But David, being the amazing person that he is, I'll put his Instagram right here. He warranted, he gave me a warranty on my paint. So if there's any scratches like that, any rock chips, anything like that, he's going to repaint the parts for me. David did an amazing job on my car. I wish you guys could have seen the car before, but David did an awesome job. Like, even right now the car is still super shiny, but it's super freaking filthy. Look at that, it's filthy. David went above and beyond with this car, and he fixed things that I didn't pay him to fix. Like, he fixed my roof. There was dents everywhere. You know, these are old cars, but he went ahead and fixed my roof and got it pretty straight. He touched up a lot of the body work that I was doing. He got me new front and rear bumpers for this car. So if you guys need any paint work, do not hesitate to hit up David. I'll put his Instagram right here again, and I'll put his Instagram link in the description below. You guys need to definitely hit up David. And if you guys haven't seen the videos yet, if you go through my old videos, I have videos of me doing the bodywork on this car in this very spot right here. So it was, you know, middle of summer. I'm over here sanding down my car, doing body filler work, all that stuff. Go ahead and check those out. I'll see if I could put like the little notation thing again. I think it worked last time. But yeah, if you guys, you know, get a chance, go ahead and view the bodywork videos that I have up of this car, and then you know, you guys get to see pretty much the progress on it. I wish I would have filmed sooner, but of course I didn't. But anyways, I'm just rambling on. Let's go ahead and get these spark plugs out. I know this one is really jacked up. It's all rusty and stuff. I don't know if this is long enough. No, I need another extension. I know this one's all messed up. It's all rusty and stuff. I already pulled them out before, but I need to pull them out and put these new ones in, and hopefully that fixes the breakup issue, and it's good enough to just drive the car around for a bit. All right, got the spark plugs in. I'm gonna have to let it warm up, and I'll probably take it out for a quick drive, do some wide open pulls, and see if it breaks up. So far the car feels fine, but I only drove it down the street. I'm gonna try to get in some wide open throttle right now, see what it does. Hopefully it was just bad spark plugs. If not, then we'll see what's gonna have to happen. That felt good. Can you guys hear the intake? It sounds nasty with the velocity stack on there. Good. Okay, so I'm back from pretty much driving the car around. I went down to Detail Garage in Colton, and I picked up some buffing pads because I think I'm gonna do it today, and probably not. I think it's already too late in the day, but I'm off on Monday, so Monday for sure I need to buff out the car. Also I'd like to announce my newest sponsorship, Velocity Powder Coating. Yes, I've been working there part-time, but that doesn't mean they need to sponsor my car. I was speaking with Chris, and you know, we're gonna be doing some things on my car. So Monday I need to pull off the header, and hopefully I have my new valve cover by then, and we're gonna be Cerakoting my header, and we'll be doing my valve cover color. I don't know what color yet. Drop a comment below with color suggestions. The white and red is cool, but I kind of want to switch it up. If not, then I might just do like a candy red maybe. I think that would be kind of cool too. But yeah, drop a comment below. Let me know what colors you think would look good. But for now, I need to wash my car. So I just finished washing the car. Damn, this thing cleans up so good. And the paint's not the best. Well, the paint's really good actually, but it's not the best at the moment. There is small scratches and stuff that you can see in the sunlight. And then if you want to listen to this, kind of sounds like sandpaper. I am going to go ahead and clay my car, and then I'm gonna go ahead and buff and polish it and then ceramic coat it. I have the Toyo Tires calendar launch on Saturday, and then on Sunday I have the IBOC throwback meet. So I want to go ahead and get this thing all nice and pretty before then. So I don't know if I'm gonna film it because I'm just trying to get this thing done as fast as I can. I have a bunch of things to do today, but it shouldn't take me no more than maybe 2-3 hours to do the whole car. Just to show you guys a quick difference, listen to this now. It's all smooth now, no more sounding like sandpaper, and it's super smooth. So it's always good to clay bar your car, and you know, whenever it needs it. It's not like you need to do it every 2 weeks or so. It's pretty much depending on the conditions of I guess where you store the car. You know, like this car sits outside, obviously it has a car cover, but I didn't have a car cover for a while. But because it sits outside, this car probably needs it frequently, maybe every 2-3 months or so. But if your car's garage kept, maybe like once every 6 months. And then hopefully we can prolong that after I buff it out, polish it, and then ceramic coat it. So I just finished buffing off the ceramic spray, and let's see what it does on the paint. Look at that, like it just runs off and it beads up. On the roof, like it just runs off. I'm not even moving it. Look at that. That's what you want to see. All these little beads, that's what you want to see. When you do a ceramic coating, that's what you want to see. All these beads, big beads, little beads, whatever. On the fenders, you see the difference versus the paint on the fenders, like versus the paint on my engine bay. You see how it kind of takes a while on the engine bay paint because that hasn't been ceramic coated. But look at all these water beads just moving. So there you have it. The car's been ceramic coated. Finally, I stopped lagging on that. 1, 2, 3. So I'm off work today. Hopefully I can get everything done today. It's nothing crazy, but I need to pull off my header, and I need to pull off my intake manifold. I am going to take the header to the powder coating spot that I'm working at and sandblast it so it can get Cerakoted, and I'm be taking the intake manifold to Billy so he can go ahead and pour out some stuff and do some work to it. I like the red valve cover, but I wanted to switch it up a little bit, so I might be doing a candy red valve cover or a mag blue valve cover. I like the red and white theme that I have going on, you know, red calipers, red valve cover, red tie down, they match the red seats. But like I mentioned earlier in the video, I pretty much got a full sponsorship for the powder coating stuff. So we're gonna Cerakote my header, we're gonna do my valve cover. I'm debating if I should powder coat the intake manifold and the intake arm as well, and possibly the fuel rail, because the fuel rail doesn't look all that pretty anymore. So I would just need to you know, mask that stuff off, sandblast it, and then, you know, go from there. But yeah, I need to pull off the header, I need to pull off the intake manifold. Thankfully the header is just a V-band like I showed you guys when I was at the track, so it shouldn't take long to take it off. You know, a couple bolts here, one bolt down at the bottom, and then the intake manifold might be a pain, but it might not. So let me go ahead and get started so I can go ahead and get this taken care of already. So I got my header off already. It was struggling with the V-band. I think one side of the V-band actually got welded to like the resonator, so I kind of had to like bang it off. But anyways, it's off. It's sitting over there. Yeah, now I got to work on getting the intake manifold off. This is gonna be a little bit tricky because I have like fuel lines and stuff, but got to remember where like all these little vacuum lines go to. But I don't think it should be too bad, hopefully not, but we'll see. Cool tool that I got is I've had this for a while. I have -6 AN fuel lines, and I have a -6 wrench right here, so I could just, you know, put the wrench here and just loosen up the fuel lines like that. And I have this on here and on the other side and on the return, so this will help me and pretty much not strip out the fittings. So I have my fuel lines removed, most of the vacuum lines, or actually all the lines removed. So now I have to disconnect these injectors, but when we did my engine harness, Omar made it kind of like a quick disconnect, because, you know, we're gonna have to take it on and off or whatever. It makes it easier. So I've got my fuel rail off, and like I mentioned, when we did my harness, we kind of made like a quick disconnect, and that's what the connector looks like. So see, it makes it just easier to take them all off at once. I do need to find 1000cc injectors because I do want to try to make a little bit more power. This one looks like it might be broken, or maybe it's stuck in the intake manifold. But yeah, so let me go ahead and set this off to the side. I might powder coat the fuel rail, I'm not entirely sure yet. So this is gonna be the part where I get asked questions all the time. Never fails. How did you do it? How do you put the K-series intake manifold on your H? You know, well, there is an adapter plate right here. So I need to take off all these 12mm bolts, and I'll be able to take off the intake manifold. And I need to take off the adapter plate because Billy's gonna part match that as well. So let me go ahead and get all these 12mm bolts off, and I'll pull the intake manifold off. Ta-da! So this is how, with this adapter plate here is how I'm able to run the K-series intake manifold on my H. As you can see, this is how I ran my harness. It's a good way to kind of keep it hidden, just zip tie to the water neck. I had 0 issues. It's dirty back here, so I might clean it up while everything is out. But I need to pull this off, and then I need to head over to Velocity powder coating so I can get started on sandblasting my header. So I've got everything loaded up in my coupe. So hopefully the last picture is the last time you guys see the engine bay like that. I think I'm going to go with a mag blue and candy apple red theme in the engine bay. So hopefully everything works out and everything goes as planned. Mag blue valve cover with red accents, or red valve cover with mag blue accents. I think I might do the red accents, that way it pops a little bit more. So well, let me go ahead and bring you guys along to Velocity powder coating. What's cracking, guys? Okay, so I made it to Velocity powder coating, and this is where I've been working part-time. Check it out on Instagram. I'll go ahead and put the Instagram name right here. But these are some of the colors that we offer here. So I think what I'm going to do for my valve cover is this candy red right here, and with a mag blue. I don't know where it's at, but it's somewhere up here. But yeah, so I got my parts right here, got my header, fuel rail, intake arm. I will be doing these just for now because I do need to get the car ready for the car show on Saturday and Sundays. Look at this mag blue wheel Chris did. Yeah, this is gonna look good against the candy red. Look at these displays. So, let me go ahead and get to working on this stuff, and I'll show you what it looks like after it's sandblasted. Alright, so this is where we sandblast parts. Just put the header in here, put my arms in through this side, and this shoots out the media to sandblast this stuff. So let me get started on this, and then I don't think I can put a GoPro in here. I'll probably get all messed up, but I wish I could. You can't really see much because it gets dusty anyways. So over here is where we do all the masking for wheels and stuff. Right now I'm going to mask off my fuel rail. That way none of the media gets in here, none of the injector ports. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this duct tape. We would use masking tape, but sometimes the media will go through the masking tape. So duct tape is a little bit stronger, a little bit more adhesive. So let me go ahead and get this all masked up, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Got my fuel rail masked up. Let me go work on my header now. Got this intake arm masked off. I'm just gonna leave it over here. Just gonna leave the stuff over here next to my header. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to powder coat it and Cerakote the header. Chris is gonna do it, so I'm gonna leave it here. He's gonna come in later tonight and do the stuff for me. So pretty much that's it here. I'm gonna go back home. So it's like almost 5 o'clock, I think. It's 4:45. So it's 4:45, and I went out and I had lunch with my friend Rick. We were riding around the grounds and stuff. And then Chris from Velocity sent me a picture of my header, and he just finished Cerakoting it. And man, that thing looks cool as hell. So that's what it looked like after it was freshly Cerakoted, and that's what it looks like when it's cured. That's with the flash on and then with the flash off. Dude, I'm so excited to get this thing done. Billy said he should have my manifold done by like tomorrow. Now the debate is, am I going to Cerakote the intake manifold, or am I going to powder coat it? Either candy red, mag blue, or maybe like a wrinkle gray. I might just Cerakote it so it can match the header, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, I think I'll end the vlog here. Thanks for watching, thanks for all the support lately. I really appreciate you guys. It means a lot to me. Again, it still blows my mind that there's 380 something of you guys that are willing, to subscribe and watch my videos and stuff, and it's just amazing. So yeah, my car's gonna stay like this probably for a day or two more until I get those parts back, and then we'll put it back together. And then I need to find injectors. I'm looking to get K-Series 1000cc injectors, but I need to get it running for the weekend, so I'll do that later. But for now, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Peace.